Hello everyone and welcome back to Terraria Explorer Tales. So I'm exploring this new world here and I found my way down below a desert, and part of the reason is I heard there was some new desert loot and I found my first chest, so I thought it was worth checking out, and I think that's one of the new items, Dune Rider boots. I know there was something else. I also seen these scarab bombs and yeah, some other interesting stuff. For one, this is a lot stronger than I thought it was, and two, there's these rolling cactus that yeah, they do a lot of damage. They're like little boulders underground in deserts. But yeah, the reason this is so much stronger than I thought it was is I can do this. It just homes in on enemies if I just like tap and let go. Although it does drain a decent bit of mana, and I'm not too concerned about it being like that OP right now, because, well, I don't know. I don't really want to make it like super hard on myself, especially because this is a medium core character. If I have the items, I'll be using them for the moment. But yeah, it is a little strong. But yeah, I might explore a little more around this desert and see what else I can find. But there's still a lot of this world I need to look and hopefully find that Enchanted Sword shrine, because that's still the main item I'm after. Well, that didn't take long. I'm just down a bit further in here and I found another little place of a chest and also a piano. Okay. I don't remember seeing that statue. No, that sounds familiar. But yeah, aside from the boots here, the Dune Rider boots, there was a storm spear that sounded awesome. Can we get that? Magic Conch. No, I forget what that does, but that's not the item I'm after right now. But yeah, storm spear. That would also be another little cool thing to pick up. Okay, so I might have died and had to struggle to get my stuff back, but I managed to get all the stuff back. There's some stuff on the surface in the chest, and I seem to have found two chests just lying about here. I feel like the chisel's something I had before, but ooh, the snake charmer flute. I think that might have also been a new item. Oh darn, there goes a glow stick. I always lose so many of those. But yeah, I think that might be a new item, but still down here seeing if I can find the storm spear. But also, what killed me was, I didn't notice there was a giant antlion, and I just got a bit low on health, and yeah, it dealt a lot of damage when I wasn't really focusing. So yeah, but it was definitely hard because I died like down here, I think. So I had to come all the way back down here with just like starter gear. But I managed to get my stuff back, and ow, that hurt a lot for not hitting me directly on. And yeah, now let's see if I can find any more chests while I'm down here. I decided to return to some of the older worlds to explore them a bit better, and this is, I think, the first world, the Daunting Pit of Bones, and I'm under the desert seeing if I can find more chests, and I found this, and it is a... Huh, that's an interesting one. I'd never seen a statue that has a bonus like that. Usually it's the things you power and they give like spawn mobs or such. But yeah, still trying to see if I can find something unique desert loot. Have to be careful. It's not only the rolling cactus and all these ant lines, but this one has lava all over the place. But yeah, still trying to see if I can find that storm spear and some of the other unique loot. These Dune Rider boots, by the way, are amazing because they're just a pure upgrade to my previous boots, because they go super fast on sand while solving the same sprint effects. So yeah. But I'll keep looking around cautiously and seeing what else I can find here. So rather than continuing to make new worlds, I decided to go back to some of the worlds I already made and explore them a bit more thoroughly. You know, go through all the surface caves anyway, or most of them, loot more of the chests, and double check for Enchanted Sword shrines. And after finishing up with this world, I had the idea, surely there must be like a seed viewer or something that could at least tell me if the world has an Enchanted Sword shrine. Well, I haven't found one so far that will tell me that, but while looking at the seed, I did find, over here, in the corner, there was, in fact, an Enchanted Sword shrine I missed. It was just below the surface, so I couldn't see it running by. But, yeah, down here we have our first Enchanted Sword shrine, and it also happens to be a blood moon. Of course, stuff spawned in the sword shrine itself. And magic missiles. There we go. That dropped something. Bloody tear. Okay, I have a full inventory, so not the best time. I don't need that, and I also don't need a blowpipe. So, Okay, so this is my first enchanted sword since the update, and it is just an enchanted sword. I'll take it. I mean, it'd be a bit much to expect the 1 in 10 Terragrim or whatever it is the first time, but I'm just glad I finally found one, even if I had to use the map editor, or the map viewer. But yeah, I probably will keep doing that. I'll explore through the world and then check if there's an enchanted sword shrine afterwards before I, get ready to almost like delete the world and move on, although I'm not deleting them yet. But pretty much, I am going to double check before I get rid of the world. But yeah, first enchanted sword. These are really hard to find these days, so I'm glad to have at least a backup. And we have another one, although this one might not actually be an enchanted sword, because we're actually in the other world, the world I originally started off this series in. I never found the 4th shrine, and since I've already explored this world reasonably thoroughly, I thought, well, might as well check in the sea viewer to see if there even is a 4th shrine or where it is, because, I found the one over here, I found the 2 on this side of the world, but I never found the other one, and yep, it was, I'm not sure what you can see. It started right here, which also was just below the surface of where I could possibly have spotted it. So I have no idea how this will work now, though, because this was generated before they were guaranteed. So, yeah. Okay, it was an enchanted sword. I'm not sure if I just had the 1 in 3 chance to get an enchanted sword, or if it was guaranteed now because it wouldn't generate a fake shrine, or how that worked. Well, the shrine was already generated, so I don't know. But we have another enchanted sword, but still no Terragrim. Also, while I'm here on the other world, I wanted to showcase a couple items I got that are actually far more useful than I thought they were. Well, first is this Snake Charmer's Flute. So if I play it, it creates a snake pot, and then it turns into a rope. How cool is this? So I'm not sure exactly where it'll be useful, which is why I don't have it on me, or, in my piggy bank or such. But it is really good. And the other thing is, I forget where I even got this. I think in a water chest or something like that. It's a magic conch. And this is so overpowered for at least what I'm doing, because it teleports you to the furthest ocean. So I can just transport between sides of the world, just like that. Combined with a magic mirror, this is so great for trying to just explore around maps and just search things out, or especially getting back to the water chest. So, yeah, but I still have several other worlds to look at, so hopefully we can find some more sword shrines. This really is the cursed realm of violets. Oh my god, it had 1 sword shrine and I never would have found it. And also, isn't this the cave where I died, or was that a different cave? I feel like it was this one. And right over here in the mountain, right down here is the sword shrine, and there wasn't even anything going up from it. It just was buried. Well, at least I had an enchanted sword, but not Terragrim. But my god. Actually, what I was doing was looking through the map editor of all the worlds, just so I could note down like what side of the world the sword shrine was on. If it is one I could possibly find, then I'll go back when I forgot where it was from looking at the map, so I can actually find it myself, knowing that there was one. But some of these I would never find without using the map editor, like this one. There's like absolutely nothing to tell me it's there, and it's just buried too deep to ever find, so yeah. But 1 more shrine down, and I have, I think, 4 more that I scouted out from my world, so let's see if any of those have any luck. This world, the Huskau of Bankruptcy, I think it's called. It's the one where I died in the desert and had a bit of a rough time getting my stuff back. Well, it has a few treasures. The first is a pyramid I completely missed, and, another pharaoh set. And it also has 2 sword shrines over here, and I'm not sure exactly where they are, just by looking here. I think, like, here and here. But yeah, I could not spot them from the surface. The map editor shows 2, though. Very clearly sword shrines, so let's head over there and see if I can spot them now. Okay, yeah, I definitely couldn't have saw this one from the surface either. It was just too far down, and just another enchanted sword. But there's still 1 more shrine in this world, so hopefully that has the one I'm after. Although, I haven't got 10 yet, so if I get 10 without getting it, then I have the right to complain. But so far, well, at least we're restocking enchanted swords. This one didn't have any entrance from the surface, but in retrospect, I might have been able to see it from the cave to the side, because it does look like it borders a cave. And enchanted sword, and let me see over here. Could see it. but could I have got there? I don't know, it's close enough that if I looked around I might have been able to find it, but it wasn't like I just completely missed it. It was definitely off to the side that, to the point I wouldn't have had a reason to look. But, well, another 2 enchanted swords, but still no Terragrim. So I just got to this world and wanted to see where the one sword shrine I marked was, because I marked it was between jungle and cliffs, and I look over here and look at the map and... Okay, I definitely should have caught that. And to be fair, when I came through this world to explore it further, I probably would have noticed that. I mean, that's pretty darn obvious when you're actually looking for it. But when I was running by, I probably just saw a cave and didn't think much of that. But my god, is that not a tell after seeing so many now. Okay, actually getting here, I don't feel as bad. Because, I mean, okay, that still was a bit too far for a natural cave, but if I didn't really look in this cave, yeah, I definitely would have missed it. So, come on. Terragrim? Nope, just another enchanted sword. But I believe there's one other shrine in this world that I didn't bother mark the exact location because I felt it should have been obvious enough given, or with just the general coordinates of, it's between these 2 places, look for it. So that's the one I'm going to see now, if I can find, and it's the last one of the shrines in all the worlds I already been to, so hopefully it will be the one. And this will be the final sword shrine. It really wasn't that obvious on the surface. There's a little cave that had like 2 little dots of dirt, and then it went down, so... I don't know, I might have found this one if I paid more attention, but, yeah, darn. Not the sword I was after, and, oh great, a blood moon. Well, that seems like a good reason to, pick up my piggy bank and, leave. But, yes, so no enchanted, or no Terragrims from, those chests, or those shrines. At least we finally found some shrines after not being able to find it, even if I did have to use a seed viewer to kind of see where they were in the general areas. But yeah, these shrines are really hard to find now. It seems like in the first world, or the other world I should say, they weren't that bad, but now they generate far less per world, and like the one in the Cursed Realm of Violets, that was like so buried that, like I said, I never would have found that. So, I don't know, maybe they also changed the generation a bit, or I'm just getting really unlucky, because they used to be a little more obvious on the surface. So I'm back to making new worlds trying to find sword shrines, and I have one here, but it is really far underground. This world actually had the seed sword shrine on the hopes it would make it easier to find, but this is probably the most obscure one so far. So, looks like a normal enchanted sword, and it's an enchanted sword. Oh well. And in this new world, I managed to find a sword shrine hidden just under this mountain here. Also, was a little more specific this time, and picked a seed of Terragrim. So, you know, hopefully this will actually be Terragrim. Nope, that didn't work. I ended up taking a bit of a break from exploring new worlds and came back and did some stuff on this world. The first thing you might notice is, well, the NPCs aren't here anymore, and there's a strange glowy thing. So, in Terraria 1.4, they changed how the NPCs work pretty drastically. They now have a happiness system, and pretty much the short version is they have a biome they like, they have NPCs they like to be nearby, and they don't like having too many NPCs in the same village or too close to them. So you want to spread them out around the world in different biomes, and doing so will make them have better prices, and it also lets you trade them if they're happy enough, and you can get these pylons. And what the pylons do is you can use them to teleport to any other pylon, as long as there's 2 NPCs in that village anyway. So, you know, I could come down here, and now I'm in the cave layer, which is conveniently right by the underworld. Yep, meant to do that. And, you know, I could, well, I don't have the ocean pylon yet, right? But, you know, I could go over here, now I'm at the desert. So, yeah, it's definitely a really cool system. It costs a bit of gold. As you saw, the pylons are around like 8 gold each, depending on how happy the NPC is. Some can be happier than others, like the arms dealer can be in a biome he likes with the NPC he loves, so he gets really good prices. But, yeah, so I set up the NPCs. Aside from that, as you might have noticed, I also explored the Sky Islands, because I realized, why didn't I do that? I had gravitation potions. In the process, I got this stuff, a couple balloons and horseshoes. And that also brings me to the next thing, which is, I really need to get the Goblin Tinker. It's really not fun, not having the tinkering table and not being able to reforge items. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Because I would love to make, you know, the sandstorm in a balloon and get the horseshoe on it, maybe. I already made a bundle of balloons in another world, so I'm not super concerned about getting it on this character, and I kind of like the horseshoe to reduce fall damage. But, yeah, so that's probably what I'm going to do next, so hopefully that goes well. Well, the goblin army wasn't much of a challenge. I made some lava pits outside to help with them, and yeah, it made quick work of it. And I managed to find the goblin tinker without too much issue, and got the tinker table, rocket boots, and reforged some of my gear. I ended up going through and selling a bunch of my duplicate stuff too, just because I needed money to reforge gear, and I still didn't even get that good of modifiers. I tried getting a good sword modifier and settled on that because I ran out of cash. So, I don't know, that's still something I'd like to do before doing a whole bunch of bosses, and the boomerang and magic missile should also get a bit better. But as for gear, I have merged a few things. I got this is a plus 2 defense tiger climbing claws. I merged, I put my Dune Rider boots away, got Hermes boots, merged it with the rocket boots, merged it with the aglet and anklet, and got these with 3% damage. Upgraded the sandstorm with the balloon and the horseshoe, got plus 3 defense, pretty good. 4% speed on the carpet, not that big of a deal. I probably will swap that out with something to get a bit better of stats. And on my shark tooth I got 4 defense, and the band of regen I got 4 defense, so I got pretty good defense. Although one thing I will mention, since we're talking about defense, is I have been trying to get platinum to make a platinum armor set, but it needs 90, and platinum is not easy to find, so for the moment I don't have the platinum armor set, but I'm getting there. But yeah, now that I have this stuff though, I'm not sure if I want to get back to searching other worlds for stuff, or I don't know, maybe do a bit more stuff on this world. I'll have to wait and see. Well, I decided to make more new worlds and see if I can get Terragrim. Not this time, but hopefully I can find another Enchanted Sword shrine or two. This one actually was reasonably able to be seen from the surface for once, so that's nice. Okay, so I just had to record this. I found a tree and that's the longest I've ever seen a tree go down. It's almost like a little tree elevator. My god. Well, now a very long climb back up. And I managed to find another well-hidden sword shrine for an enchanted sword. Wow, this world's been pretty lucky. 3 sword shrines. Can it be even lucky with Terragrim? Nope, not yet. You know, I feel like I've gotten way more than 10 sword shrines now. Well, this world was interesting. As you can see, a King Slime decided to wake up right before I came down here. So can I also get Terragrim to round it off? Nope, not quite. Well, at least I got King Slime loot, and unfortunately not another shirt. Or, didn't get a shirt, another hood. Still need more shirts to finish out those sets. And another enchanted sword shrine, and another enchanted sword. And yet another sword shrine, and yet another enchanted sword. I feel like I've said that last time too. I'm running out of things to say. We just keep getting enchanted swords. Also got another sandstorm in a bottle though, so at least there's that. I was really hoping I'd be able to end off this episode with Terragrim, but it seems that just didn't happen. However, I did have a couple other things to note. One, I found the bass statue when I was exploring some desert. That gives, I think, plus 5 defense, so that's a pretty neat thing to have. Probably come in handy in the future. And I did reforge some items. I got a legendary on my enchanted sword, upgraded magic missile a bit, and also found an ice boomerang. So, yeah, that was a bit better than my previous one. But aside from that, I did do some mining, and now I have plenty of platinum. So I think I'll end off this episode by making platinum armor. It loses the speed, because, well, I actually don't even have the full set on right now. But this set has the crit chance and the movement speed, which is nice for just running around and exploring stuff. But this is 25 defense, and if we swap on the platinum, this is now 36 defense. That is such a huge upgrade. So, yeah, this will help a lot when we fight some bosses in the future. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And hopefully I will be able to get Terragrim soon. Actually, the other item I was hunting, the Storm Spear, I found that on a different world, the Master Mode world I've been playing with my friend. So I'm not as pressured to find it, but it would be nice to get one on this world or while exploring on this character too, just so I have more of it or another one around to try. But yeah, hopefully in the next episode we will be able to find Terragrim, and also we do kind of need to get back to bosses. The main one is just the Brain of Cthulhu, because I already did all the other bosses on the other worlds. But you know, it would be kind of nice just to run through Skeletron and Wall of Flesh eventually too to end off the series. But I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But the main thing I'm focused on is Terragrim and then the Brain of Cthulhu. So hopefully we manage to wrap this up next episode. We'll see. Anyway, this has been another rambly outro. So once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye.